Last time on Abandoned Comfort, we gave you another shot to win some AC gear. The winners will be announced at the end of this episode. We almost finished our new teak deck, then we were hit by a huge rainstorm and had to deal with taking on water while on land. The fun never ends. Just talked to the water level man. He said that if last night's rain is the only rain we get for the entire month of February, that means we lose an inch a week.
Right.
The water levels right now are topped off in the canal.
Really?
Yeah.
Like summer topped off.
Like how we came in topped off, yeah. Just because we got pounded with that rain last night. We were working on a really tight schedule, as you guys know. I would say last night was probably one of our worst nights ever as a couple and with owning this boat.
The twig snap.
Yeah, we're breaking up. No, we're not. We don't know what to do with the boat if we did. And Rue. I mean, how do you divvy up Rue?
No, half and half.
So we're working on this self-imposed schedule. And with last night's rain, I'm just like, what's the rush right now? Like, yeah, we don't need an entire month to finish up the deck. The deck will be done within the week, but we can get everything done in the yard now, which was the original plan, but it's gonna be a month later than what we anticipated, which in the grand scheme of things with boats, that's not bad.
We always say, you don't need to be perfect. You don't need to have everything done to go. Just go. But we are on a just go so much that it's like we're pulling 16-hour days. Like, it's not realistic.
Long story short, I think we're gonna go and cancel our launch. One of our favorite things about that is as soon as we leave the yard next month, and for you guys, that's only a few episodes, everything is going to be done. The decks, solar panels. I would love to just leave this yard and know that there's no slip awaiting us.
I thought you were definitely gonna say, I would love to leave this yard and have a 4-foot draft. Tractable keel.
Yeah, that'd be nice. Anyhow, I would love to leave this yard knowing that everything is complete. Full on, we are cruisers.
We're done.
Yeah.
We are untying the lines.
Yeah.
Gone.
The worst part is we just lose $400 and we don't get to spend a month in Key West.
Which would have been awesome.
Alright, you seem happy with it. You're like, no more rushing. No more.
I can just sleep tonight.
We're gonna go ahead and reschedule the haul. Like I said, this doesn't change cruising plans at all. Finish up the deck in the next couple of days, and then it is on to the solar install. Snoozing. Taking full advantage of our day off here.
Morning, guys. It is day 20 of working on the teak deck. Yesterday was a much needed rest day and kind of recoup after the craziness that's been going on. So today we're gonna be back to work. It's pretty windy today, but we're gonna be gluing together the rest of the port side and getting it finally all cut up so it'll be all set. Then we're gonna roll it up, let the deck really dry out for the next 24 to 48 hours, and then we'll be adhering it to the deck. And then we'll be done getting it all down. Once it's all down, then we'll be working on the deck fittings, getting everything really secure, and making sure there is no more leaks in the boat. I never want that much rain or water coming into the boat again. So I'm hoping within the next, before the end of the week, we will be done. So around day 25, we will be completely done with this bad boy. So let's go.
All the way.
All right, so we prepped the deck. It is all fully prepped. We added some heat to it, get it really dry, and we vacuumed and then we cleaned with acetone. So it is fully prepped. And this is the last little strip we gotta do. And then we'll do the king plank, and then we'll add caulk, then we're on to solar.
Kyle's here, so we're taking up as much time as we can with him. Well, for now, let's get this deck watertight. Let's get on it.
All right, per usual, sun is setting and we are still working. So we are about halfway through. It's gone pretty quickly today. So just got that little bit behind and then right there. That's what it looks like. Starting to look real. All right, gotta get back to work. You guys can see the finished product in 1 second. All right, moved all the blocks on this side. And we finished the other side. It's all blocked up. All right, it's all down, except for the king plank. And we're getting serenaded. So, dinner time and calling it a night. We are almost done. So Kyle came down to help us bring Maggie, our Prius, down to the Keys while we sailed the boat down. We wanted the Prius down there so we could actually Uber drive and make a decent hourly wage while working on the boat during the day. So while the channel covers our everyday expenses, we've been having some unexpected costs like the camera gear breaking and medical bills, and the boat projects have been adding up. So we wanted a little bit of extra income on the side. Then Kyle was going to actually help us weld the solar arch in the Keys, but instead we're gonna be doing it here because we didn't move the boat. So he's gonna be helping us here while we do that.
No. There you go.
Some of the holes we couldn't get to from below deck because of the angle that they were at. So what we did is we had this parchment paper that had it exactly lined up with where the track was previously. So it's all set. Time to use the butyl tape. And if you say butyl tape 3 times fast, the whole deck is sealed. I wish. Butyl tape, butyl tape, butyl tape.
Finished up doing the caulk there. And kind of give you an idea of what it looks like. It's starting to look like a deck. But man, this caulking takes a while. Alright, it's day 300 and more caulking. See right there and all in there. These areas are tough because you're working around the structure. It's not as easy as just laying these boards. So you can see we did some stoppers right there to give it more of a realistic teak look. This is how usual teak boards are. They don't run a whole way. Still no king plank down yet. No king plank in that area. See Rue's green out there. Training them on that at the same time. You know, the usual stuff, like 7 things that are going on that you just never know because we don't show it to you on the camera and they're really boring, like editing episodes for 3 days, responding to emails, messages, training Rue to use the green, getting all of our Bahamas paperwork done. You know, just tons and tons of stuff that doesn't get shown here. So it's always going to take us a lot longer. And the fact that we are brand spanking new at all this. So slowly but surely we are making our way there.
With everything we've been doing with the synthetic teak, it is definitely trial by fire and learning from it. And we've learned that when you're doing the caulking, to do the soapy finger, and then take up the tape almost immediately, I'd say within like a half an hour of it, and it just makes a much cleaner line and it's a lot easier to pick up.
Welcome to a new part of the show that we are calling Old Salt Wisdom. It's kind of like Mythbusters, except really small and just all about Old Salt Wisdom. That could be spelled W-I-S-D-O-M or W-I-S-D-U-M-B. We're gonna figure out which one that is today. So, synthetic teak versus regular teak. Synthetic teak gets so hot you're gonna burn your feet all the time. You're gonna hate it. We'll see about that. So 119 on a synthetic teak. Regular teak.
Much hotter.
Old Salt Wisdom.
So now if you're wondering why we left this little bit of teak here, it was so we could pick our own itch and actually see if this is hotter than the synthetic teak. But done the test, we're good, so we can rip this up now.
Don't change me. Side of the street before, walk around and I'm barely eating, but my heart is beating. So I say, can I go on forever and ever? She said, you're gone forever. I got a lot of big dreams and I really wanna see where they go. Don't change me, I wouldn't have it any other way. Don't change me, I wouldn't have it any other way.
Another night working on the deck. So Ryan is over here.
Another night working on chain plates. This will finish all of the chain plates. They will be completely rebedded. And we should have a leakless boat. Peeled up some of the tape on the king plank. Again, you know, you got like that mark right there. That's gonna go away once we sand. You guys will see the finished product. And I'm gonna go ahead and put together the solar vent. Before it didn't look anything like that. It had like a shelf that went around the outer edge here. And then there was an area where water could get in between that. Really poor design. So we just coated the entire thing with thickened epoxy. And we did that for the jib sheet tracks as well. Filled in all the holes and keeping the core as dry as possible. I'm gonna use butyl tape this time. Last time we used silicone to keep the water out around it. Did not work because, like I said, this thing leaked like a sieve. So we can go ahead and put that together.
Should have a dry boat. All right, almost done. And I think it's dinner time for the barking man. See you tomorrow.
I don't know if you guys will be able to hear me. Now you will. I'm gonna build an adapter for the windlass because what was on it before was a really thick king plank. So if it's not level, it won't sit right on this hole. I think it's called a hawse hole. I'm gonna trace the bottom of the windlass on this king plank, the flexible teak, and gonna glue it to the bottom of the windlass, and essentially the windlass is just gonna sit how it was before. So I'm gonna go ahead and get started on that. Finishing up the rebedding on the anchor windlass, back and forth between what to use. It had caulk on it before, and I don't think that's a good idea. So we're using the usual butyl tape. Like I said, we don't like to use 5200 on most things on this boat. So I made the adapter last night. Everything's good with that. We're gonna go ahead and mount that down. And then from there, it's just waiting on caulk to arrive for us to finish up the deck. And then we move on to the cockpit templates. And then we are really, really close to being done.
Yeah. All right, jumping boy.
Today is the last day of the deck. Cockpit, not so much, but the deck, this is the last day. Well, if you can believe it, the deck is done.
It's done! Yay! Such a relief. Cannot believe it's done. A little bit later than we had planned, but it is done, finally. All right, so the final count for the screws is 1,944. So we got 2 winners from the 2 videos. We have, from the last video, Sound of Failure, and from the video before that, it is Diana Attaway. So, message us on YouTube or leave us a comment on this video, and we will make sure to get your shirt size so you can get your prizes.
Alright guys, yeah, reach out to us and we'll send out all the gear to you, and we will see all of you guys next week at 10 p.m. It's going to be the realities of living aboard on the Heart. And if you can see something back there, you might have an idea of what's about to happen.
Going back in the water.
I'm on a river that winds on forever. Follow till I get where I'm going. Maybe I'm heading to die, but I'm still gonna try. I guess I'm going